Hello, and welcome back to Vintage Story, where today there is quite a lot to do. The sun is rising a little bit at 2 in the morning. I got back in, and there were elephants all about. They seem to have killed a few drifters, which seem to be attacking, but luckily the wattle fence is holding strong, except for, maybe that guy's about to go around it. It's strong-ish, okay, like, it does a little bit of work. But today, I've got to do a little bit of clay forming to make some molds for copper. I'm gonna collect a bit more copper from the surface sources that I am aware of. And then, when all those resources are gathered, I think it's time for me to make a proper forge. So, I'm gonna need an anvil. Gonna need an actual forge to heat up stuff in. And I'll place it somewhere around right here, I think, would be an excellent spot. And then with that, I can make some good tools. Okay, oh. Hello, elephant. Hope you'll mind your own business over there. You're kind of extremely scary, just being anywhere near me. Like, you will one-shot me. That thing, if it's angry at me, where do you come from? If that thing gets angry at me, it will just run me down and kill me in one hit. This armor means absolutely nothing to it. Okay, who did that? You are all the way over there. Okay, you're dying. Okay, I just wanted to do some clay molding in peace. Now I'm dealing with an apocalypse, as one does. Get away from me. Sit down. Okay, finally, I think it's light enough that they're gonna stop spawning. Jeez, that was a lot of them. But okay, now time for some clay molding, and hopefully the mammoth over there doesn't decide to interrupt. He seems to be just chilling. You do you over there, there's not much I can do to stop you. Okay, first up we got some very simple molds. You got the shovel molds, the axe mold, the prospecting pick. Now the prospecting pick is going to be extremely useful for finding materials for the next tier of tools. Well, I'm not quite that far yet, but I'll have the means to craft one for when the time comes. Now with those three done, now it's on to the anvil. And the anvil, I don't know if I have enough clay at the moment to actually build this thing. It is a very big mold. And the anvil is what I require to make some more complex tools. I need this thing to... Actually, I need it for a knife. I can't make a mold for a knife, unfortunately. So if I want a copper knife, need that. I can get shears, which will really help me with stick collection. I can make hoes and scythes for farming. It lets you access a lot of stuff. Chiseling as well, which chiseling is one of the greatest features in the game. Doesn't really do much towards your survival, it's mostly just vanity stuff, but holy crap, the chisel. When I get to show that off, it is absolutely amazing. One of the best features in this entire game by a long shot. Ooh! Okay, we chill, elephant. We chill. You're kind of on top of my stuff here, and I really don't trust being that close to you. Now, this is an issue. That's quite the issue, actually. I don't have the means to kill this thing. Okay, best I can do is to try to scare it off. Best method for that is, funny enough, just throw rocks at it, and okay, I'm gonna kill you before... I know for a fact you're gonna try to jump scare me, so let's just get it over with. Okay, let's see, I do have a fence here. I'll try to pathfind around, so if things go wrong... Okay, you... Get out of here. Okay, not quite far enough for my liking. Just get across the lake, if you will. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Ooh. Yeah, I just need this thing to run off into the water. There we go. Alright, light all this up. This will all be nice and cooked by the time I make it back for my next copper trip. So, okay, looking at the map, we got one source to the south, one source to the north. The north source looks to be a bit further. I can do a loop around, do a little bit of exploration in this region as I make my way back towards here, which is closer, then boom, pop back home. That's looking like the most promising lead. Yeah. Okay, I've been mining for a minute. This is quite the deposit here. Normally they're a bit more flat and spread out, but this one's just very dense, 2 to 3 blocks tall. You don't typically see that. And there's just a ton of it in here. It looks like I'm getting towards the end of this deposit. But oh yeah, this combined with the next one, definitely gonna have enough copper to make a anvil. Ooh! Okay, that's another copper deposit I just happened across on my way to the other one. Outstanding. I also saw some extra resin over here. Ah, jeez, it is deep down there. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna dig a 1-block hole. There we go. In order to preserve the durability of this pickaxe, because it's pretty low. Now, it might look like this pickaxe is ready to just explode in my hands, which it kind of is. It is going to break, but the head has so much durability on it. I can just craft a new handle, new bindings, and bada bing bada boom, new... I mean, not... slightly worn pickaxe. Not brand new, the head still takes a lot of damage from all this time, but it'll definitely last me a while. Ah! Jeez, drifter jump scare. Minding my own business down here. Okay, it's gotta be getting dark out, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay, luckily this deposit looks like... Yep, it's finished. I'm gonna take some extra rocks for the road. Who knows why I might want those? Okay. Let's just dig up, or build up rather. Digging up is actually a horrific idea in this game. It's one of the worst things you could possibly do, is dig straight up. Okay, get rid of all the extra gravel. Don't need any of this, thank you very much. Okay, this is looking like a really tiny deposit. Dang. That was it. Alright, I'll fill you in. Just a little bit. Mark you as empty, and... yeah, that's it as far as immediate surroundings, at least that I've seen. So, okay, we have got a pretty decent supply of copper to work with now. Okay, one eternity later. Oh yeah, this is going to be just a ton copper. And sit in this for a solid minute. It's just so much of it. This is plenty for what I need to do. Alright, we got an axe mold. We got the prospecting pick mold. We got the shovel mold. And, most importantly, we got the anvil mold. So that's 900, 1,000... 1,200 units of metal needed. Pretty simple. Take the crucible, put it on the fire here, and... oh, would you look at that, I just need to get rid of a few of these. My math is not serving me all that well. No, okay, 1,200 right there, and this is what I've got left after that. Oh yeah, we're gonna be making a lot of copper tools. And while all of this is heating up, It'd be a good time, though my shovel's about to break, isn't it? Yeah. It'd be a good time for me to make the place that will be my forge. Okay, the design I'm going for is going to be something sunken into the ground here. I want a little 5x5 space, and you know what? I'm going to use rammed earth for the sides of it. And not just any rammed earth. When I put it in a crafting grid, I can actually get some different patterns with it. So, let's see. Let's just make this much of it. And then we put that in again. And again. And eventually you'll get the pattern I want. It's got a couple different patterns. And okay, that should be enough. Actually, come to think of it, I probably didn't need that last one, or the last couple, actually. I think I'd be good. Yeah, actually like this. Let's see, how's the molten metal doing? Not quite molten yet. Okay. Now the floor, I was thinking I could do something with... Okay, these flies are starting to really get on my nerves. They're really starting to get on my nerves. I like the mod that adds a bunch of noises and nature sounds, but man, they could really do with some less insects. Actually, do I have an option to turn this down? Oh, there is. Ambient sound level. Let's turn you down to 50. Okay, that's less ludicrously annoying. Still there in the background. But okay, hopefully that doesn't affect anything else but that mod. And cobblestone's pretty easy to craft. It's just a bunch of stones around a single bit of clay. Bit tedious, but looks very nice for flooring. And okay, put this down here. I think I should have one extra when I'm done with it, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's looking nice. And come on, you are so close right now. In fact, I'm gonna save that one charcoal. It was not needed. That back there. You have got to be just... There we go. Okay. Fill up the anvil mold. 900 whole units of copper in there. Takes a second to fill up, there's so much. There we go. Then prospecting pick, axe, and shovel. Okay, I've got a little bit of an idea for a design. Oh, I'm still holding the tongs. Let's get rid of those. Let's see, I think on the corners here, I'm gonna have it be pine logs. Have that built up a little bit. Yeah, I think there's something good going here. Might need a minute. Might actually need some metal tools, I forget. I might need that to finish the roof that I'm thinking of right now. This is a very good start. And okay, for a forge, I'm going to need, well, a forge block, actually. I can make that with some cobblestone. I believe I need 7, so let's see. Let's just make a few of these. Actually running a little bit low on clay. Might want to go on a trip to grab some more of that sometime. But alright, put this in this arrangement. And boom, we've got a forge block. And I'll put that right in this corner. Now, the cool thing about a forge is that it's actually very hot. So I can go take some charcoal, put it in here, and now, whenever I'm making ingots to work on the forge, I can plop them down on top of it, light it on fire. The ingots will heat up to a temperature where I can actually work them on this anvil I'm making, which... Ooh. I don't have ingot molds. I haven't made any ingot molds. That's actually kind of an important thing. Good thing I caught that. Yeah, I need We'll just start with 2 for now. But yeah, an ingot mold. Because you need ingots to be able to work stuff on the forge. And those take 100 units like everything else when it comes to forging, and I'm really hoping I've got enough clay. I think I've got enough. Ingot molds are pretty small. Okay, slept through the night. Excellent, all of this has cooled off, so... Oh yeah, got the anvil. Beautiful. No ingots to actually work anything on it, but soon enough. Right now, actually, though, we've got, oh yeah, good selection of tools to be crafting. But, oh boy, I've got so many tools and not many places to put them. Okay, we're gonna lay that down there. Don't need that particularly at the moment. Let's see, more lumber while I wait for this thing to cook. Because the moment I've got the ingot molds, that's when I can start really getting stuff done over here. Ooh! That's an elephant. Jeez! That thing was right next to me. Okay, that's scary. You see what I mean about just elephants, mammoths? Those things can be stealthy when they want to be. You'll walk right into one in the woods, not even know it's there, and then it will stomp you to death. Jeez. Okay, you know what? I think that's a sign I've gotten enough. Oh, good. Okay, we've got the molds ready. Let's see, I'll put them down right here. Let's see, I want a separate campfire for cooking stuff in here, so I'm gonna put that in this corner right here. Okay, in fact, just use, actually wait, no, I need to use 4 firewood to start the thing. But from then on, it's charcoal that's used in there. Bit weird how fires operate, but yeah, now it's a campfire proper. Okay, we're gonna put, yeah, like 4 of you in here. Move the crucible over. Crucible no longer over here by all my cooking stuff. Now that is right here in its own special spot, and there's all this copper I've been forgetting to get rid of. Okay, let's get you about 200 units. Outstanding. And you know what? Let's move you over here. Don't need 2 of you in one spot. Be nice if I just had this right here. Get that cooking. We're gonna have some ingots in no time. Okay, this isn't going to look good immediately, but in the future it'll work out. Let's see, I want some quarter logs. I'm gonna use those for the roof here. That was a sniff very close to me. What's sniffing close to me? Now, I heard that. I heard there is something around here sniffing. Always wary for a moose. You never know when one's gonna hop in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's looking good. Now we can get these ones back here oriented right. I knew it! I knew it! Oh, what is going on? There's a Megaloceros in my forge. Look at that thing. Cease! Get out of here. That's a wolf I just heard, but okay, hey, get out of here. Jeez. This thing probably has a ton of health, too. Ugh. Okay, right, he's trying to get me a little bit. Okay. Oh, hello, wolf. Ooh, 2 wolves. Oh dear, that... Okay, a part of me wants to trap them, another part of me is saying that this is just not the time. Okay, try to think what's the best way to handle this. I could dig a pit and lure them into it. But they can climb pretty high. And also I have to deal with all the barking noises constantly. One of them fall into that cave down there. Oh no, you see me. Okay, nope. Get away from me. Okay, I'll decide what to do with you guys in a minute. Right now I've got to deal with an entire... Jeez. Can I pick this thing up with the butcher mod? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I've just gotta skin this thing where it lies. The wolves probably have fat on them, don't they? Okay, get over here. Oh my goodness! Puppies! Puppies! Okay, nope, I'm stealing your puppies, by the way. This is the tax for being on my land. There are so many puppies! Look at them! Oh my goodness! I guess that's about as good as I can get. Okay, right. Okay, open that up. Where are the puppies? There were a ton of puppies around. They're really tiny, but I'm gonna find them. Okay, yes, gonna lure you guys. Get 1 male, 1 female, and I might be able to actually tame you. I believe that's part of the Fauna of the Stone Age mod. Lets you tame wolves. Which is nice, that's not a base game feature. Should be. Come on, there you go. Okay, I've got 1 female. Okay, let's trap 1 male. Okay, what are you? Okay, you're male. Congratulations, you're getting domesticated. Gonna have to hear you guys whine a bunch, but whatever. Small price to pay for puppies. Well, okay, that was a lot going on at once. Jeez, sometimes this game, like, nothing's going on, then everything's going on. Just no in between. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill the parents. I can't have them just running around, possibly killing me. Yep. Get out. You're running into the water. Yeet. There we go. Okay, got 2 ingots. Now, the thing is, I can work 4 ingots on this forge at once. So, I'm gonna make just a few more. Let's see if I'm doing the math right. Should be 40 nuggets. Comes out to, yeah, 200 units. Oh, crap! Oh, crap! Where is it? Jeez! No, no, no! Oh, crap! I just wanted some freaking clay. Okay, okay, right. I can work with this. Just need a fire starter. Let's see. Put you down. Light you up. Okay, that thing is down here. Any way up there? I can get up to like a dirt level. What the? Okay, we got a little ruin. And okay, I know I picked up that cobweb. Oh, okay, it's just in my inventory. Okay, what do we have in here? Palisade Builder's Blueprint. Oh, that's not half bad. And a farming vessel. Okay, I was really hoping for a healing item. Maybe. Right, as it currently stands, I am stuck underground in a cave that might have a A Megaloceros just sitting around waiting to try to murder me. Can hear that thing around. Okay, it might be a bad decision, but I think I'm gonna try sleeping down here. Try sleeping down here. And, oh, these chests aren't actually, like, completely broken. Okay, hold up. Was there another one around here? Just that one. Okay, looks like just that one. Okay, I think the play is to sleep. I'm gonna move this cobweb. Plan is to sleep down here. And get some healing going. Hopefully survive, and I realize I just set my spawn point down here. Oh, that could have a bad consequence, come to think of it. Okay. Ooh, let me out, let me out. Okay. Drink. I did not have that much water on me when I came down here. Darn it. Okay. Eat up. Ooh, not good on either of those fronts. Okay. Got a little bit more health to work with, though. This is not the scenario I imagined I'd be in. I was just... I can't break that with my fists, can I? Right, I'm just leaving that there. Okay. What do I even do? What do I even do in this scenario? It's freaking down here. It's waiting to kill me. Okay. Went down that way, I think. Just... Okay, I think that's actually trapped down there now. Can I get out? Oh. Okay. I'm alive. Oh no! Oh no! No! Ah! Ah! Okay. Spoke too soon. Let's just... Okay, the upbeat music is not... I mean, I appreciate the upbeat music. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better, game. Though, man, that is not fitting the horrors I have just seen. Okay, you know what? That's enough. That's enough. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I'm gonna have some nice horsetail poultices. Heal up. It'll be great. I'll have my nice little wattle fence that will keep me safe. Jeez. That's the thing about this game. You just try to get some clay, and that's what happens to you. You end up stuck in a horror movie with an Irish elk in a cave stuck there with you. And actually, ooh, my armor might not be in a good condition after that. I've gotta look at that real quick. Oh yeah, my legs got really beat up from that. So here's the good thing about wood lamlar armor. I can repair this with just any old bit of firewood. Okay, at long last, got 4 ingots to work with. Just plop them down right there. Light this up. Now that will get to cooking. Heat up all those ingots. Then I can work them on the forge right here and make a few tools that I can't make through mere molds. Okay, they're getting pretty red hot, so take one off. Doesn't have to be at the maximum temperature, just has to be workable. And I've got all these options for what I can make. Now I can make a, like, copper axe head, copper pickaxe head, like I can through molds. But I can also make some very, very good stuff, like a saw blade. Like, if I can find it, like shears. And even, I believe there's a knife around here. Spearhead, gonna make one of those. Also, come on, the knife is around here somewhere. Actually, no, chisel. Chisel is what I want. But yeah, let's get started on that. Let's get started with a copper saw blade. And the way that you work stuff is you put on the anvil like this, and now you gotta use a hammer to move the individual voxels where you want them to go. Which, oh, it's just so cool. This game is so cool, it is so good. Now this is quite a bit of a process, you know, it could be a little bit tedious, but that's just how things are. Each tool you make, you actually have to forge the thing, hit it with a hammer a bunch of times, mold it into the shape that you want, and eventually have a nice saw blade to show for it. And then, when you got all this extra stuff left over, you select the split option, and that'll destroy a voxel. Now you might be wondering, what happens if I destroy a voxel but I don't have like an extra one to make up the difference? You don't get the tool anymore. It's just broken. You can't do anything with it. You've just broken the tool before you've even gotten the chance to make it, unfortunately. Okay, got the shears done. Next, chisel. Chisel is absolutely huge. And ironically, is actually the smallest thing I believe you can make on a forge. Like, most of the ingot just is chipped away. Very easy, but oh boy, once I've got this thing. I think my first use of this thing's gonna be the end of this video, just to show off how cool it is. Okay, got that, and you know what, I've been without a second spear for long enough. And another cool thing about like smithing like this is that you can actually get better at smithing over time, and okay, right, gotta take all this over to the water, quench it, there we go, get it cool enough where I can actually use them or craft them into stuff. See, I can hear another one of those things around. Yeah. You know, I start off with like a war against drifters, now I'm gonna have a war against elk. I can hear them all over the place. I know they have it in for me. Alright, make the spear, put that there, beautiful. And let's see, the chisel and the shears don't actually need to be crafted into tools, they're just tools in and of themselves. But the saw, that one needs, yeah, it needs to be crafted properly. And would you look at that, there you go. Okay, now I'm gonna start running out of space to put stuff. I do not have many sticks to be making tool racks with, but soon I will actually have a lot more. Okay, right. Let's put up the, actually I need the hammer. Let's put up the saw for now. And now shears. Now, okay, it's getting to nighttime. Let's see, it'll just be a quick little trip. Just a quick trip over to the forest over there. Because, oh, right, I got rid of that gate. Because the cool thing about shears is that it is the way to get sticks. I've had such a problem getting sticks all this time now. I just use shears, destroys multiple leaf blocks at once, and has a higher chance of dropping sticks from anything I break with them. So, oh yeah, just whole bushes gone in an instant. And this will net me tons of sticks as I do so. Especially, oh yeah, right there, lots of branchy leaves. You can actually just prune the entire tree before even bothering to cut it down to optimize the amount of sticks I get. And it is beautiful. And okay, I can put this up, and now I have the chisel. Which, if I have a hammer in my offhand, chisel in my main hand, I can now modify blocks, mini blocks, on the voxel level. What that means is, like, for example, oh hey, look, there's this rammed earth block here. Now I can chisel it on the voxel level. Like, I don't know what the exact number is, but it's like something by something. Just, I can modify this block. Oh yeah, in fact, you know what? I think this would be better as stairs. Oh, would you look at that? Now it's actually stairs. And you know what? I think it could be a little bit smoother as stairs. So you know what? Let's just do. Oh, would you look at that? It's even better stairs. Yeah. Yeah, it's that awesome. It is that great. Let's see. I need to get up top there because my vision for what this little workshop looks like is for it, like, I have these quarter logs, you know, but I don't need that top half. I really don't. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's just hop up here, make all of these into chiselable blocks. Just gotta right click on them once, and then it will recognize it as, okay, this is a chiseled block. And now take the quarter out. And let's just make this 1/2 of the quarter block. Yeah, the chisel is just a complete game changer for your design. Oh, accidentally destroyed a bit too much there. You can make little statues, carvings, engravings. Just, there's so much you can do with it. Or you can do stuff like I am right now with the quarter logs and going, you know what, these quarter logs would look better if they were like a half block. You can make stairs without even having to craft stairs. It is kind of insane how much this allows your creativity. I'm hitting myself in the face with a hammer right now. Okay, stop that. How much creativity you get with that. And, oh, would you look at that? That looks amazing. That looks so much better than before. And you know what? With all the sticks I got before... Oh yeah, I got a ton of sticks now. So let's just make a few more wattle fences with all this excess. And I think I'll put it up here. Let's see. Get that. And that. Oh yeah, isn't this nice? Right here. Like, now this is looking like a proper little place. My nice forge area. And you know what? I could also convert this part of it into leatherworking if I so want, because let's just add the wattle over here. Soon, I can be getting into leatherworking because the saw... So with a chisel, really gets your creativity going. The chisel is just something that allows you to go insane with creativity. The saw is the pathway to planks, and now I do have a mod that makes that process a whole lot worse. Where I've got to individually saw the bits rather than putting it in my crafting table, and it is quite slow. But the saw allows me to get boards. And boards. Let's just take a look at the crafting recipes that come from boards. Yeah, that's a lot. Boards are how I get barrels, which can be used for leatherworking. It's how I make chests. It's how I make the best kind of beds. It's how I do any kind of automation with a windmill. I can make shelves with them, I can make signs, tables, chairs, I can make roofing out of this, I can make planks so that I can just build a wood plank house if I want to. I can build, now this is a mod, but a smoker, so I can try to preserve some meats. I can make a butchering bag, an upgraded thing there. Grindstones, just there is so much. I can make tool racks out of it, fences. I can make windows. Just so much. There is so much. It opens up everything. It is truly a turning point. Me getting boards right now with this saw is a huge turning point in my technology. Really, half of the reason why getting the copper is such a big deal is because of the fact that I get access to saws. I get access to saws, that gets me boards, and boards opens up just a whole new part of the game, a whole new part of the tech progression. So, I would say this has been a very productive part. I've got the forge back here, a new workshop building, and this is where I will be doing a ton of metal working, even some leather working going into the future. Now that I have a good supply of copper, I've got the anvil to make tons of tools and improvements, I've got the saw to get boards, and just boards open up so much stuff just on their own. I'd say I am now very much firmly in the Copper Age, and I could be looking to upgrade into Bronze. I did make the prospecting pick. I could go out on an expedition to try to get up to the next tier, but I think next part what I'm going to focus on is something I've been neglecting up to this point, and that is farming. If you look down at the bottom left, it is July 9th. And I have things set to 9-day months. Meaning next is August. So I'm going into fall. Now the hottest part of the summer where some crops will have issues with heat, that'll be over. Perfect time for me to get a harvest or two in before winter sets in. And winter, it's definitely worrying me at this point. I've got a bit of food that'll last me through the fall. It's really a matter of storing enough to last through the entire winter. With all that said, I think All the Joys of Farming is a good place to start next part. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.